students, welcome to all 4C learning. In previous session, we learned that what is evaporation and what is boiling, what is the difference between evaporation and boiling, and also we learned that vapor pressure concept and what factors influence vapor pressure and which factor do not influence vapor pressure. Vapor pressure we learned as the pressure exerted by vapor molecules which are in equilibrium with its own liquid. That's what we call vapor pressure. And when vapor pressure of a particular liquid is equal to external pressure, then the liquid is going to boil. Or we define boiling point as the temperature at which external pressure is equal to vapor pressure of the liquid. The temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid will be equals to external pressure. That is what we call boiling point of that particular liquid. So, boiling point of any liquid is depending upon external pressure. Boiling point is not constant for any liquid. It depending upon external pressure. Suppose 100 degrees Celsius is a boiling point for water if external pressure is 1 atmosphere. Whereas, if you go to Mount Everest, their external pressure is less. Because of low external pressure, their boiling point of water is 70 degrees Celsius. It means that at 70 degrees Celsius only, water goes to boil. So, if you reduce the external pressure, obviously, boiling point of any liquid is going to decrease. That means, any liquid boiling point is independent, means boiling point depends upon external pressure. Boiling point is not constant for any liquid. So we can give relation boiling point is proportional to external pressure and which is inversely proportional to vapor pressure. So more the external pressure, more the boiling point. Less the external pressure, less the boiling point. Similarly, more the vapor pressure, less the boiling point. Less the vapor pressure, more the boiling point. Right. Now, let us consider a liquid. Here, the liquid consists, the vessel consists liquid. Liquid is nothing but assume water. And we know that water is going to have vaporization at any temperature. Boiling takes place at 100 degrees Celsius, but evaporation takes place at any temperature, right? Now here, evaporation. For evaporation, as we learned in previous session, as directly a molecule which is inside of the vessel, means this molecule cannot go to vapor state directly. First of all, it has to increase its energy and slowly, by overcoming the intermolecular forces of attraction, it has to reach to surface and it has to stay some time. And then only by overcoming again these intermolecular forces, the surface molecule may directly goes to vapor state. And here what I mean to say, directly this molecule cannot goes to vapor state. Before going to reach the vapor state, the molecule has to reach first the surface. Right. Now, what number of molecules are there in the surface? What number of molecules are there in the surface? That depends upon, means that gives vaporization. More the number of molecules are there on surface, more the vaporization. You can say more vaporization, right? That means here if a large surface area, because of it can accommodate more number of molecules, then more number of molecules may go to vapor state. Then we can say more evaporation, right? That means here surface area is directly proportional to vaporization, but not vapor pressure. So vapor pressure is independent of surface area because pressure is nothing but force exerted upon unit surface area. So that is a constant, whereas here vaporization increases with increasing surface area. This point is clear. Now I am going to dissolve a non-volatile solute in that water. So let us assume that non-volatile solute is 1 mole glucose. I am going to dissolve in 1 kg water. In 1 kg water, I am going to dissolve 1 mole glucose. What happens? These glucose molecules are going to dissolve in the water and they are going to distribute throughout the liquid uniformly. So what do you mean by uniform distribution here? That means here within this area of the solution, within that particular volume of the solution, what number of glucose molecules are there, and here also same number of glucose molecules are there, here also same number of glucose molecules are there, and like that in surface also same number of glucose molecules are there, right? So throughout the liquid uniformly means they also reaches to surface, and which are non-volatile. Glucose molecule is not goes to vapor state. That is non-volatile soluble was added, right? That's why these molecules are going to occupy some positions, assume like this, which are marked with into. So few positions occupied by solvent molecules, they are not going to leave that place. That means these solute molecules, glucose molecules are going to block that positions. Right now, the number of places, the number of positions available for solvent molecules are very less. Because of glucose molecules are not going to evacuate their position, there still remains there. Resultant, the number of solvent molecules accumulate on surface area decreases. When number of molecules on surface decreases, obviously vaporization also decreases. Vaporization also decreases. So because of vaporization here decreases, right? By adding non-volatile solute into a volatile solvent, vaporization decreases. The decrease in vapor pressure of solution compared to its pure solvent, is proportional to mole fraction of solute. How much decrease in vapor pressure, that depends upon how many moles we are going to add, irrespective of the nature of solute. What is meant by irrespective of nature of solute? Whatever the solute you are going to add. Suppose one case of water, when we are adding 1 mole of glucose, how much decrease in vapor pressure? The same we can notice by addition of 1 mole of urea, because both consist same number of particles. Okay, so irrespective of the nature of solute what we are adding, it depending upon what number of particles we are adding. So when we are adding same number of particles, same extent decrease in vapor pressure we can notice. Hence, the decrease in vapor pressure of a solution compared to pure solvent is proportional to mole fraction of solute. Now this is regarding vapor pressure. Means solid in liquid type of solutions and vapor pressure how varies, that's clear. Let's come to liquid in liquid type of solutions. Liquid in liquid type of solutions, we are going to mix two liquids. Right? When liquid A is going to mix with liquid B, what happens? So what happens when two liquids are mixed? That depends upon nature of liquids. Let us see, when benzene and carbon tetrachloride we are going to mix. In such a case, we did not notice any absorption or liberation of heat energy. And when we mix the acetone and water, we notice that liberation of energy. That means in this case, delta H is negative. And when ethyl alcohol mixed with water, it absorbs energy. That means when two liquids we are going to mix, then whether they may absorb energy, they may liberate energy, or they may not absorb or liberate any energy. So here, benzene and water, we can give one more example for immiscible liquids, and one polar liquid is going to mix with non-polar. Then because of difference in their surface tension, these two are not going to mix. If you try to mix, we need to put more efforts, means external support is required. So this mixing of these two liquids is non-spontaneous. In order to indicate that non-spontaneous, we can say for this mixing delta C is positive. And let's come to partially miscible. Partially miscible means up to a certain extent they are going to miscible. In general, we are going to say alcohols are soluble in water. Methyl alcohol is more soluble in water, of course ethyl alcohol a little bit. With increase in number of carbon atoms in alcohol, the solubility in water gradually decreases. Let us consider 1-butanol. 1-butanol consists 4 carbon atoms. So because of more number of carbon atoms, it is going to dissolve in water up to a certain extent. After that, it is not going to dissolve. That means up to a certain extent, these two liquids are miscible. After that, immiscible. Similarly, phenol and water. Similarly, nicotine and water. These are all up to a certain extent, we can say miscible. After that, the still remains as immiscible. So for such solutions, delta Z is negative till it reaches to a saturation. Till it reaches to a saturation, not always negative, right? And third case, completely miscible. Completely miscible means these two liquids are going to mix, are going to miscible in any proportion. In any proportion. So for that, we can give example. Alcohol, in alcohol, particularly ethyl alcohol, not all alcohols, ethyl alcohol or methyl alcohol, these are miscible with water in all proportions. And benzene and toluene, these two are miscible in all proportions. Carbon tetrachloride and chloroform, these two are miscible in all proportions. So these liquids are miscible in all proportions. Means we no need to put any external effort in order to make these two liquids are miscible. Hence, we can say delta Z is negative. We can say delta Z is negative. And delta S is positive. By mixing any two liquids, we can say delta S is positive because of randomness increases, disorderness increases. Here delta Z negative, delta S positive. Here, based upon completely miscible liquids, means we have to learn completely miscible liquids, and we are focusing on more on this one. Completely miscible liquids further classified into three types. Now, what are the three types? Ideal and non-ideal solution. Completely miscible liquids are going to classify further three types. One is ideal, remaining two are non-ideal. And before going to discuss that, let us see what happened. Vapor pressure. And beginning of the session you mentioned, by addition of a non-volatile solute to a volatile solvent, vapor pressure decreases. How far? How much vapor pressure decreases? How much decrease in vapor pressure? That depends upon mole fraction of solute versus land. Now here case is, if a liquid also non-volatile, volatile solvent, non-volatile solute, the same phenomenon. No need to discuss one more time. But here, to volatile solvent, when we are going to add volatile solute, means both the liquids are volatile. In such a case, what happened? Vapor pressure increases. Instead of decreasing vapor pressure, here vapor pressure increases because of solute also volatile. Now, how much decreases? Depending upon what? In order to calculate, now those solutions which follows Raoult's law, they are ideal solutions. And those solutions which do not follow Raoult's law, they are non-ideal solutions. So, completely miscible liquids classified into three types based on Raoult's law. So, let us see what is Raoult's law and what it gives information. So, Raoult's law gives basic information. What is the vapor pressure of a solution? When a volatile solvent is going to mix with a either non-volatile solute or volatile liquid, whatever it may be. Let us see the basic definition of Raoult's law. At constant temperature, need to maintain temperature is constant. At constant temperature, partial pressure of any volatile component of a solution is equal to the product of vapor pressure of a pure component and its mole fraction of that component in the solution. Let us assume that two liquids A and B. So A and B both are volatile. Both liquids are volatile. Now, what is the partial pressure of A? What is the partial vapor pressure of A? Is nothing but what is the partial pressure, what is the vapor pressure of pure A into its mole fraction. When liquid A and liquid B both are volatile components, when we mix these two, what happened? The vapor pressure, resultant vapor pressure increases, and now I want to calculate what is the partial vapor pressure of A. Partial vapor pressure of one of the component in the solution, any volatile component in the solution is equal to mole fraction of that particular component in the solution into vapor pressure of pure A, vapor pressure of pure liquid. Similarly, for B also we can calculate. And if we are adding non-volatile solute, a non-volatile solute to a volatile solvent, then the vapor pressure of a solvent, vapor pressure of a volatile solvent over a solution of non-volatile solute, vapor pressure of volatile solvent over a solution of non-volatile solute is proportional to mole fraction of solvent, volatile component. That means vapor pressure is because of volatile component, right? If both are volatile, just like A and B, and they are having individual partial vapor pressures, for this partial pressure is proportional to mole fraction. Suppose partial pressure of A is proportional to mole fraction of A. Now partial pressure of A is equal to, so we, in order to remove this proportional relation, we need to keep a constant, that is P naught A. Since P naught A is a constant, vapor pressure of pure solvent or pure liquid is always constant, and PA is equal to P naught A into XA. So if you observe here, PA is a partial pressure of one liquid, partial pressure of volatile component is equal to pure vapor pressure of that liquid into mole fraction. It resembles, earlier we learned Henry's law. Then partial pressure of gas is equal to Kh into X gas. Partial pressure of gas over liquid is equal to Kh. When Kh is Henry's constant into X gas. So here X gas, here Xa means mole fraction. Here partial pressure of the gas, and here P naught A, here Kh. That means we can say Raoult's law is a special case of Henry's law. Raoult's law it resembles this one. Only difference is here P naught A and here Kh. This only difference means these both are constants. These constants only difference, remaining are same. But if you observe clearly, in case of Henry's law, vapor pressure is not because of solvent, vapor pressure is because of gas. Their gas is solute. In Henry's law, gas is solute and pressure accepted by gas. Whereas here, pressure accepted by solvent, so compared to Henry's law, Raoult's law, if we observe these two, in Raoult's law, it is discussing vapor pressure of a volatile solvent over a solution of non-volatile solute, or partial vapor pressure of one of the component in a solution. If one of the component in a solution is proportional to mole fraction of that component, Whereas Henry's law gives partial pressure of gas over a liquid is proportional to mole fraction of the gas. Difference is only P naught A and Kh, right? Now, means if you observe the graph, initially it follows Henry's law, and in this case, solute is Xa is equal to 0, solute is equal to 0. So for Henry's law, solute is gas. When Xa is 0, this line touches this point, and whenever gas is there, means solute is there, it shows a line like this. And solute when comes to solvent, then Henry's law, nothing but Raoult's law. So in Henry's law, gas is a solute and vapor pressure accepted by gas. Whereas in Raoult's law, solvent is volatile, vapor pressure accepted by solvent. The major difference in between Raoult's law and Henry's law, if you observe, Henry's law gives information like what happens in solution when you have gas over it. What happens in a solution when you have gas over it? That means it gives molar concentration of dissolved gas in the solution. Whereas Raoult's law gives information what is happening over the solution when you mix a non-volatile solute in a volatile solvent. What happens over the solution when you mix a non-volatile solute in a volatile solvent? That means it gives information regarding vapor pressure over a solution after mixing a non-volatile solute to a volatile solvent. Vapor pressure over a solution after mixing non-volatile solute over into a volatile solvent. Now, let us assume A and B. these two are two liquids. By mixing these, both are volatile liquids. By mixing these two liquids, we got a solution. And what will be the resultant vapor pressure of the solution? Let us see. Say P naught A is vapor pressure of pure liquid, pure A, and P naught B is vapor pressure of pure B. P naught A is vapor pressure of pure A, and P naught B is vapor pressure of pure B. And XA is mole fraction of A, mole fraction of A in solution, and XB is mole fraction of B, mole fraction of B in solution. In a binary solution, both mole fractions, sum of the mole fractions will be equals to 1. Means we know that XA plus XB is equal to 1. Now, as per the Raoult's law definition, vapor pressure of any volatile component of a solution is equal to vapor pressure of volatile component Pa is proportional to XA, is proportional to XA. Therefore, Pa is equal to P naught A XA. And similarly, for liquid B, Pb is proportional to Xb, and Pb is equal to P naught B into Xb. So here P naught A and P naught B are constant at a given temperature. At a given temperature, vapor pressures are constant. That's why instead of this proportional relation, we are going to give this constant. Now the total vapor pressure of the solution is equal to Pa plus Pb. Total vapor pressure is equal to sum of partial pressures of both the volatile components Pa plus Pb, where Pa is nothing but P naught A XA and Pb is nothing but P naught B XB. Therefore, P total is equal to P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. Here, this is the relation between pure A vapor pressure and pure B vapor pressure and XA and XB. If you know one of the component mole fraction, here you can one of the component mole fraction, by substituting that you will get one more relation. Suppose as we know that XA plus XB is equal to 1, XA is equal to 1 minus XB. So here 1 minus XB, you write Pb is equal to P naught A of 1 minus XB plus P naught B XB. Now here P naught B XB, here P naught A XA, and this one also we can write P naught A into 1 P naught A minus P naught A XB plus P naught B XB, here minus XB if you consider, and P naught A minus P naught B. So this is one more relation. Pt is equal to P naught A minus XB of P naught A minus P naught B. If you observe that equation, Pt is equal to P naught A minus XB of P naught A minus P naught B. This relation holds good if P naught A is greater than P naught B. If P naught B is greater than P naught A, then in such a case, we have to write 1 minus XA instead of XB. In such a case, we are getting P naught A XA plus P naught B of 1 minus XA. Here P naught A, P naught B, here P naught B plus, in both cases XA is common, and P naught B minus P naught A. This relation holds good if P naught B is greater than P naught A. So which relation we have to use? That depending upon which component, pure component vapor pressure is more. If P naught A is more than P naught B, then P naught A minus P naught B will be positive. So similarly, if P naught A is greater than P naught B, then this value will be positive. So here which component is more, means whose vapor pressure is more. If A vapor pressure is more, then we have to use P total is equal to P naught A plus XB of P naught A minus P naught B. And if B vapor pressure is more than A, then P total is equal to P naught B plus XA of P naught B minus P naught A. So Pa is equal to P naught A XA, Pb is equal to P naught B XB. Now total vapor pressure of solution. Total vapor pressure of solution is equal to P total is equal to Pa plus Pb. But Pa is equal to P naught A XA and Pb is equal to P naught B XB. So P total is equal to P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. As we know that XA plus XB is equal to 1. That means we can write XA is equal to 1 minus XB or XB is equal to 1 minus XA. We can write any one. So suppose here I am going to substitute XA is equal to 1 minus XB. Then P naught A of 1 minus XB plus P naught B XB. Here P naught A minus P naught A XB plus P naught B XB. That means here if you consider XB is common, then we can write P naught B minus P naught A. P naught B minus P naught A. This relation holds good if P naught B is greater than P naught A, this value is will be positive. We can write one more way, like if instead of XA, if you substitute XB, XB is equal to 1 minus XA. In such a case, we are getting P total is equal to, here P naught A XA and P naught B of P naught A XA plus P naught B of XB means 1 minus XA. Then here P naught B plus here P naught A XA minus P naught B XB. If you take XA common, P naught A minus P naught B. So this relation we can use if P naught A is greater than P naught B. So I am going to rewrite this relation as PT is equal to P naught A plus XB of P naught B minus P naught A. I am going to write like this: PT is equal to XB of P naught B minus P naught A plus P naught A. Now it looks like y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. Now for this one, if you are going to plot, means mole fraction of A is equal to 1. That means it is nothing but pure A. So for pure A, suppose this is a P naught A. Let us assume that is P naught A. And here upon this component, this y and XA is equal to 1 means mole fraction of A is equal to 1 means pure A, and XB is equal to 1, mole fraction of B is equal to 1 means pure B. And as I mentioned that P naught B minus P naught A, this value is positive, that means P naught B is greater than P naught A. So I am going to indicate here P naught B. And now P naught A and P naught B, here what happened throughout the, means if XA is equal to 1 here, obviously XB is equal to 0. And here XB is equal to 1 means XA is equal to 0. That means from here to here, when we are moving, XA gradually decreases. Means here XA is solvent, pure solvent, and when we are moving from here to here, mole fraction of A decreases and reaches to 0, and here XB is equal to 0. When we are moving from here to here, XB mole fraction of B increases, right? Now vapor pressure of the solution also going like this. Actually, this is the vapor pressure of pure A, and when we are moving from left to right, since mole fraction of A decreases, that's why with respect to A, mole fraction decreases, and when we are moving from here to here, mole fraction of B increases, that's why vapor pressure also increases. Now this line is nothing but this P total is equal to P naught A plus XB of P naught B minus P naught A. This is this P total indicates this line. This line indicates P total, and for this one slope is P naught B minus P naught A. Slope is P naught B minus P naught A, and this line is nothing but only P naught B, and this line is nothing but P naught A. And here this is P external, this is pressure, vapor pressure. Now if vapor pressure P external is more, P external is more, so conclusions from this equation as PT is equal to P naught A plus XB of P naught B minus P naught A. From this, total vapor pressure over a solution can be related to mole fraction of any one component. Total vapor pressure over a solution is related to any one mole fraction of any one component, and total vapor pressure of solution varies linearly with XB, with the mole fraction of any one component or mole fraction of A, any one component, right?